Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. My name is Noman Khan, teacher of biology at EPSEX Pradhan, and today we are going to discuss about the disorders of kidney. One of the most serious disorders of kidney are the stones found in the kidneys. They are known as the kidney stones. How do these stones are formed? These stones are formed when urine becomes more concentrated. Crystals of many salts, calcium, for example, calcium oxalate, calcium and ammonium phosphate, uric acid, etc., are formed. And these crystallization occurs when there is less intake of water, or there is less reabsorption of water in the kidneys, or when there is shortage of water in the body. So it develops these stones in the kidney. Such large crystals cannot pass in urine and form hard deposit called kidney stones. And when there is less intake of water, or when there is shortage of water, so concentrated urine are formed, and it is not possible to pass these large crystal deposit in the urine. Causes. One of the important causes of these stones are age diet. Age diet means the food that we are going to use, or the food that we are intaking, and it includes more green vegetables. More green vegetables specifically refers to the spinach, because it containing high amount of oxalates, salts, vitamin C and vitamin D. The food that is rich in these salts and vitamins, it leads into that crystallization of salts, and then it leads to these kidney stones. Less intake of water. Water is the most important are the essential component of the body, because it dissolves each and everything. So when there is less intake of water, when there is less intake of water, the deposition of these crystals occur, and it leads into the formation of the stones in the kidney. What are the symptoms? The symptoms are severe pain in the kidney are in the abdominal region, vomiting, frequent urination, treatment with fast. Mostly 90% of all the kidney stones can be passed through urine by drinking plenty of water. So it means that the major treatment for the kidney stone is the drinking of water. And it happens when we are drinking a lot amount of water, more urine is formed, and when more urine is formed, it releases, or it dissolves the stones that is found in the kidneys, and it is passed through the urine. While in surgical method, the infected area is opened and the stones are removed. There is another method known as the lithotripsy. Lithotripsy is another method for removal of kidney stones. It is a non-surgical shock waves from the outside are bombarded on the stones and the urinary system. The stones become sand-like and are passed through the urine. In lithotripsy, laser waves are being bombarded on the from the outside on the kidney stones, focusing the stones, and the stones are dissolved. It becomes sand-like, and then it is removed in the urine. So it is the most advanced method of the kidney stones. Another disorder is the renal failure. Renal failure mean kidney failure. Renal failure mean a complete or partial failure of kidneys. Kidneys to function. Diabetes mellitus and hypertension are the leading causes. Diabetes mellitus is known as sugar, and hypertension is the high blood pressure. These are the causes. It causes that kidneys to fail, or kidneys to function. The main symptoms of kidney failure is the high level of urea and other waste, and food which result in vomiting, nausea and weight loss. Treatment. Kidney failure is treated with dialysis or transplant. These are the treatment. Dialysis means the cleaning of blood by artificial ways. Dialysis is the most advanced treatment of kidney failure, because it is used as artificial way of peritoneal dialysis. Peritoneal dialysis. What do you mean by this term peritoneal? Peritoneum is actually derived from the peritoneum. What is peritoneum? Peritoneum is actually the cavity in the abdominal region, and it is actually a transparent membrane that covering the internal organs in the abdomen. So the cavity and the space between the internal organs and this transparent membrane is known as peritoneal cavity, and the process which occur in that space is known as the peritoneal dialysis. And this time, the dialysis fluid is pumped for a time into peritoneal cavity. This cavity is lined by blood vessels. What happens in this in peritoneum? A dialysis fluid is pumped into the peritoneal cavity because the peritoneal cavity is lined by blood vessel. And what is there in that fluid? The fluid is consists of salts and other waste, and it is the fluid consists of the salts and other waste material, and that fluid is used for the process of osmosis, that is used in the filtration. Dialysate is known as the dialysis fluid. When dialysate is placed in a peritoneal cavity, waste materials from peritoneal blood vessel diffuses into the blood, which is then drained out. The dialysate is actually formed as because the dialysate the composition of the dialysate consists of water and the waste material, and that is used for the process of that filtration. And when the dialysate is placed in the peritoneal cavity, the a waste product from the blood diffuses into the fluid, and that fluid is then drained out from the body. This type of dialysis can be performed at home, but to be done regularly. Here is the diagrammatic view. This is actually the abdominal region. These are the transparent membrane covering the internal organ of the abdominal region, and this cavity is known as the peritoneal cavity. Dialysis solutions mean dialysate. Catheter, which is inserted into the peritoneal, and it containing that fluid. The waste material from the blood vessels in the peritoneal region is transferred through the process of diffusion and osmosis into this dialysate, and that through this catheter, and the catheter carry those waste material into this bag, and it is cleaned or it is removed from this bag, and the blood is filtered. Here is dialysate bag inserted into the peritoneal spaces. This is the peritoneal space, this is the catheter, and this is the peritoneum, and this is the drainage bag. The dialysate fluid is inserted into this region, and during the process, mean the diffusion or the osmosis, the blood is filtered and the waste material is moved from this peritoneum into this drainage bag, and the drainage bag is then removed. Here is this is the dialysate is being inserted, the waste material are being transmitted into the bag, and the bag is then cleaned. So that is the peritoneal dialysis used for the process of renal failure, for the process of blood filtration in the renal failure. Another is hemodialysis. Hemo mean blood and dialysis mean that filtration. Now this is the filtration of blood. That was from the peritoneum, and now it is directly inserted into the blood. Patient blood is pumped through an apparatus called a dialyzer. Here a machine is used known as the dialyzer machine. It contains long tubes, the walls of which act as a semi-permeable membrane. Blood flows through the tubes while the dialysis fluid moves around the tubes. Extra water and waste move from blood into the fluid. The clean blood is returned back to the body. This treatment is given in dialysis center thrice in a week, mean 3 times in a week, and it is not possible in home, so it must be done in the dialysis center. Now this is the diagrammatic view. This is the dialyzer, and the dialyzer containing the dialysate, the fluid. The tubes, one of the tube is inserted into the blood from the body. The blood moves the blood move out into the dialyzer, and in the dialyzer the process of osmosis is being done, meaning that the waste material move from the blood into the dialysate, and the clean or the filtered blood is then transferred back with another tube to the body, and the waste material is transferred from the dialyzer to a waste bin. Here is dialyzer, blood from the body, pressure dialysate is transferred. Here is the process of osmosis is being done, and clean blood is then returned back through another tube into the body. So that was the treatment of renal failure. Another example, another disorder of kidney is kidney transplant. Another treatment is kidney transplant, and kidney transplant is a kidney is transferred to another. A transplant is another method to fix the renal failure, and for renal failure, the another treatment is the transplant. A kidney from a donor is transplanted into the patient. The donor kidney is connected with the urinary system of the recipient. The average lifespan of a donated kidney is 10 to 15 years. I mean, kidney transplant is another method to fix the renal failure, but for this we need a healthy kidney, and that healthy kidney may be from a dead body or from a willing donor. So it must be donated, it must be transplanted. But before transplantation, blood test of both of the recipient and the donor must be done, because it because it helps in that rejections. If blood groups are same, so it can be transplanted, but if the blood group is not same, so it cannot be even transplanted, and even if it is transplanted, the body rejected after that transplantation, so it is not working then. And the average lifespan for a transplanted kidney is 10 to 15 years, mean that it can work for this time. So that was the treatment of renal failure. Thank you for your time, and thank you for watching.